back.
Did you miss us?
All four of you.
No, because we missed you. Have you never heard that? It's like a TikTok sound. We're
Yeah,
back.
I
Hi.
don't know that one. So anyway, we're back. We took a little hiatus. We were sort of inundated with a lot of work. My full-time job on top of doing our social media pages.
We were all over the place. We were like going.
And then on top of that, we have taken on a few social media clients, local businesses to manage their social media. And we were just too busy. Like we got really busy really quickly. So we wanted to come on, just give a quick update. This will be the newest episode of Thanks for Cooking, and we're going to be here a lot more now because we have a lot more free time. I quit my full time job, so we are now both of us doing social media management full time. Along with now, I'm also doing restaurant consulting and kind of just doing what we love to do. It gives us the flexibility to travel and take on last minute events and just, we don't have to worry about my work schedule and calling out of work or whatever. We just get to.
You were getting pretty ridiculous at the end
I,
there.
I almost lost my job actually. I was very close. I was like two call outs away from losing my job. Um, so yeah, so now we get to spend all day every day together.
Your
Spend more
dream. Your
absolutely.
literal dream.
Spend more time as a family, and I think that it's really important. I mean, realistically, the time that I'm getting back in not working my full time job is our personal time.
Yeah.
I mean, I was only down to, I was part time. I wasn't part time. I was technically full time, 32 hours a week. But those four shifts a week, like that was our time together. Because the rest of the time we're going and doing whatever.
We always talk about how we like to have time that's not content time.
Yeah,
And it's like we didn't. It was like you were at work or we were filming something somewhere.
I mean, I'd be at work doing editing and
Yeah.
stuff just to try to get it done and stay on top of it. I'd work an 8 hour shift and then I come home, like especially if I'm closing. The last thing I want to do is sit and edit for a few hours. And now it's like, we're slowly getting into a routine. I guess it's been what, 2 weeks now,
Yeah.
2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. So, trying to figure out what all that is going on. And then we have like the kids are finishing school. So Jason's last day, I guess realistically, is going to be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Addie has one more week left. And then really we're open, which is great. Like I said, we've got a lot going on, both of us. Summertime is busy season for us. We've got tons of theme parks. We've already done. I mean, since we last recorded,
Wow. We've done a lot.
we did a lot. We went to Cartwright, Legoland. We did Dorney. We did
The
Dutch
Six Flags
Wonderland.
Resort.
We did the Six Flags Resort.
We did Crayola Factory. We've done a lot of trips.
Yeah,
And it's not even, I mean, it's just June.
yeah. It's just June.
It's crazy. And there's more to come. I mean,
There
we have a
is,
vacation planned, which we're so excited about.
yeah,
This is like a non content related vacation
100%.
with my parents, and I cannot wait.
Yep. So we'll be able to shut off. Maybe actually, you know what? Maybe we should like record while we're there. Do a thanks for cooking with your parents
That
at the
would be
beach.
hysterical.
That would be great.
Get my grandparents to cameo in there.
Oh my gosh.
Is that what it's called?
Try to get Bobo
Bobo?
to understand what a podcast is.
That would be amusing. Who would understand it less, him or my dad? I don't know.
That's a
That's a tough one.
they are the same
They are the
person.
same. But yeah, it's been nice. Like I feel like we have I feel like we're getting so much done. Like our days seem longer because we're like packing them with like, oh, we can run these errands. Oh, I need new shoes. Oh, I need this. I need to get this. And I feel like we're just being productive.
But we also have the ability, like tomorrow, we're taking a day off. It's a non-content day. Addie's gonna spend a long day at school, and
We're gonna not do
we're
content.
gonna not do content. We're gonna go have a date day, and we have the ability to do that because we're not being interrupted as much. When I'm working full time, and then it's like your hours are kind of all over the place. We're a one vehicle family, so it was a lot of like I've got 30 minutes here and 20 minutes here and 30 minutes here to try to get all this done. Like you lose focus. Anybody who's done this kind of stuff, who's done any type of work, like the minute you get interrupted, you've got to start all over again.
Yeah.
And trying to accomplish what we were trying to accomplish was just not happening.
No, it was not.
And now we can just we spend the day together, and it's like, hey, we have a running note of like, here's all the things we need to get done today, and let's go 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 go. And now we can take a day off and actually take a day off,
Yep.
and not have to worry about it. But I mean, of course, we're not going to stop here. We're looking for more clients to take on locally. We're always looking for more restaurants to review, more theme parks to go to. We want to expand our range in terms of travel. We're looking at going a little bit further out. Obviously, we'll be in the Outer Banks, but that's not a non-content trip. We have a trip to Wildwood planned now
Yep.
for the first time. Addie has never been to Wildwood, so we're going to get to go do a nice little day. Well, we have a day trip planned, and then we actually have an overnight planned in the early fall, I guess late summer.
It's cool. Like I feel like we were not stuck in a rut because we love everywhere that we go, but it's nice to like start trying to branch out
Yeah,
and know that we have the availability to like go farther than
and
even where we go.
and it's so much easier like when collabs come in. It was almost impossible, especially for me trying to book a restaurant collab, because chances are like if I was, the time that I would have available to do these,
We were out doing stuff.
we were already out doing stuff, or I had to work, and it just we were really struggling to get those collabs aligned. And now it's like, hey, pick a day. I'm free. I'm flexible. I can go wherever.
Yep.
I do my check-ins at our with our clients. I've been very fortunate. Our one social media client who we started with has brought me in as a restaurant consultant. So we're doing a lot of like new menu revamping, trending the place up a little bit, kind of modernizing it. It's a huge opportunity. It's so much fun. It allows me to do the things I love in a restaurant without being tied to the restaurant, which is great. And I get to really just focus on the build side, which is always what I've loved doing. And
It was
we're
fun. Like
looking.
we sat here making the menu and like the chef gave him the main base of the menu, but we sat here and made the final draft of it. And I was like, this is so cool to do this and not have to go work there. Like it's just like I don't know, like you feel like you're giving other people your knowledge and you feel like you're being useful. It's nice.
I feel like I'm being useful, and I do feel like they really appreciate. They appreciate me. They appreciate the time that we're putting in. They appreciate every bit of value that we bring to their business, and they value our opinions on these things. Obviously, enough to bring us in and trust us with rebuilding their brand. So I'm looking forward to that. So keep your eyes out because there's going to be a ton of stuff coming out probably mid to late summer.
Yeah.
Where we're looking to do a sort of relaunch. Um, I guess like September-ish. And if you guys can come out, we would love to see everyone there. So again, keep your eyes out for that. But yeah, we know we're just going out trying to pick up some new clients, doing our thing. I bought a drone.
That's really fun.
I don't know if we actually talked about that on here or not about me
No.
wanting the drone, but I got myself a little
I
drone.
made
I've
fun
had
of him.
some.
I was like, I don't think we need a drone. And then I'm like, no, this is actually really
It's
cool.
really
And
cool.
everywhere he's brought it, they're like super like happy about that. Like that's so cool. I'm like,
Yeah,
all
it
right.
it just adds another layer. Like where you like the advantage of this whole situation with you and I doing this together is that we balance each other out really well. I handle the techie stuff. I'm doing the editing research and learning new filming techniques and things like that. Handling all the equipment, the big boy talking and writing up the contracts and things. And you handle a lot of sort of you add like a really great perspective to things. You edit really well. The quick videos. You're great at staying on top of the pages.
Yep.
Just keeping me organized.
So I just love working with you. We are a good team.
We're a fantastic team
Yeah,
so far. I mean, it's been 2 weeks.
we don't want to kill each other yet. I feel like this is what we've been wanting is like to work together.
Yeah,
And now I feel like we finally get that. And we're working for ourselves, so we don't have to like. It's nice. Like it just feels weird.
it does. It does. This is coming, especially from me. Not so much from you. You're lazy, but um,
Excuse me.
having worked as many jobs as I've worked, as many hours as I've put in, I used to very much be a workaholic. And of course, it's interesting now, having the same conversations with people that
Are you
are me.
back then?
Yeah, and sort of having that conversation of like, hey, you know, this isn't the be all and end all. We can have a life outside of work, and we can let go a little bit. And yeah, I feel like in the last year has been a huge
I feel like
eye-opening
you've come
experience for
full
me.
circle. It's so weird. It's a circle of
It
life.
really has been, and it's been a crazy year, kind of experiencing that. And honestly, I think it's a lot because of bad experiences too. It just I had a bad enough experience that it pushed me out of the restaurant industry,
Hmm.
and I needed to step away from that. And I wouldn't say that my last work experience was like a bad work experience,
No,
but like I was just not happy because I wasn't doing what I wanted to do, and
you weren't doing anything.
I
It
felt
was
like
just
I really wasn't.
it was like,
I just felt like my time was being wasted. So
yeah,
I'm standing there doing nothing for 8 hours, and I say not doing anything, not feeling accomplished for 8 hours, and I've got a whole list of things that I need to get done, and time that I would love to spend with my family, and to be able to just say, "Fuck it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave."
He looked at me one morning in the car and he said, "Can you give me permission to quit my job?" And I was like, "Hell no. This is not falling on
Because
me."
I couldn't do it myself. I couldn't.
And I said,
I
"You
didn't
can."
want to make the decision because I couldn't. I never could. I never could.
I just made it clear that this is not my fault if this
I
explodes.
told you it's not going to be. It's
All
not going
right.
to be. It's fine. There will always be the retail
Which is
opportunities,
what
you
I told
know, and
you. That's the biggest thing that I thought.
if social media world implodes for us, then we always have something to fall back on. But YOLO, I guess.
That's what I always say. I've always been like this.
You have always been like
I've
this.
been like this since the day we met. And this is
Ironically,
why
which is why I left the first time.
th- that's weird. That's why I'm saying it's like the fullest circle situation. We used to fight so much about work,
We did.
just like in various situations, just arguing about stupid shit.
Now,
And now,
granted, I still had sort of like a career path back then.
yeah,
You know, now I have a career path, but like I approach it with more of a level head, and it's not just like I have to work all the time to achieve what I want to achieve.
yeah,
Being a consultant is the best position for me to be in, for somebody like me to be in, because I'm going to give my all to the restaurant and build it up, but have the ability once it's done to step away
yeah.
and leave them with the work that I've done, and then go on to the next place and keep doing that. Like that's what I love to do, but I don't feel like I have to be there all the time. I
Hmm.
can just sort of lay the groundwork and give them the tools. And I think that that's where I really excel, and so far it's going well.
We really lucked out.
We did.
I feel like it's the situation like we always talked about. You wanted to do this. It's like, but how do you get your foot in the door? And then once you did, I feel like it's going to open up like more
Yeah,
opportunities.
absolutely, absolutely. I think so. Like people are already seeing, like again, we have like our network of people locally here, and other businesses are seeing the things that we're doing, and starting to kind of question, like, hey, you guys still doing that social media thing? Like, can we talk about this? And
Yep,
it just brings more in for us. We
it's
just
been good.
yeah, I mean, we love everyone that we work with.
We do.
So that's where we're at. So thanks for cooking is
It's officially back.
officially back.
I know some of you were waiting. Some of them were.
So,
Two.
two of them were
Two
waiting.
of them were waiting. They were like, "It's June," and I'm like, "What day of the week even is it?"
Two of them are waiting. Some people haven't even heard, like finished listening to the last few episodes.
That's okay. If they didn't catch up, there's still time because they're just gonna keep rolling out.
That's true.
But we'll be back soon. We're gonna do another one. When are these gonna come out? What day are we dropping the podcast?
I mean, we can get back on the Wednesday schedule.
The Wednesday schedule.
I'll keep the Wednesday schedule solely for your mother's sake.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, Wednesday. Perfect. You got anything else?
I don't know. Are we gonna drop this one next Wednesday, or am I putting it up tonight?
I think we should put it up tonight
We'll put
and
it up
then
tonight,
Wednesday
and then we'll go
Wednesdays.
next Wednesday.
Yeah. Thanks for cooking. Is
Thanks
there
for
anything?
cook-
Yeah, there's nothing else,
There's
right?
nothing else.
I think
mean,
that's
if
the
anybody
biggest
has
update.
any questions about anything about what we're doing, I'd love to. I love to talk about myself. So,
We know you do.
um, that's it.
That's it.
Thanks for cooking.